My God, if your spouse is that kind of person, if you want to take a step, she's already thinking of 10 negative scenarios that will happen, or your husband's already thinking of 10 negative scenarios that will happen because you won't take a step. No, it's not. You should not allow that in your home. Because hello, wonderful people. Yeah, I'll be having series of this, like just 2 or 3 parts, just to break this down. So today we'll be talking about mental health in your marriage. Even being single, a single person can watch this because it's very important, especially when you're in a relationship or in courtship. A lot of people, they let all this, and they end up going into their home and it becomes a disaster. So in order to avoid that, we all have to take note of this. So number 1, anger. Do you have a partner that is always angry all the time? Before you say this, you already receive slap, boss. Or before he gives you something, you're already shouting at him, don't talk to me this way. I know you have to be spoken to that way as well. I know you shouldn't do that in your marriage. If you know that you're already having anger issues, it's time for you to go and see a medical doctor, especially when you know that you cannot control it. It's beyond any small thing, any small twitch, you're already out there, you're already shouting at your spouse, you are like this, you are like that, you this, that. No, you cannot have that in your marriage. If you cannot take it to your doctor, pray about it. The both of you have to agree and take that out of your marriage, because it can easily ruin your home. Yeah, so you need to see a doctor, a therapist, or you go to God to help you. Then number 2, negative encourager. Oh my God, if your spouse is that kind of person, if you want to take a step, she's already thinking of 10 negative scenarios that will happen, or your husband's already thinking of 10 negative scenarios that will happen because you won't take a step. No, it's not. You should not allow that in your home, because you will not be able to face your fears. You will not be able to do or achieve a lot of things in that home. So it's time for you to start including positivity in your home. If the other party is already thinking negative, bring yourself together, have an agreement, sit together. If it's something you need to pray for, pray. If it's something you need to go for a therapist, well, you can see a therapist also. Don't go about that negativity. Before they do this, you're already thinking of 10 billion things that could be wrong with that business that you want to go for, or that place you want to go for. You're already like, you're already skeptical. This. No, you don't need that. You have to bring it back to check, so that it does not affect you in future and does not affect your children. Number 3, depression. A lot of people are going through, I still had a friend just called, and she was like, she was going through series of depression like that. A lot of happy home before things start happening. Life happens to most of us. You can imagine you going to school and spending how many years, 5 years, going for masters and still not getting a job, and you're just all about home, and you're not even having a spouse that is nice to you or kind to you, and they are busy speaking to you wrongly, and verbal abuse, physical abuse. You tend to draw in yourself. You tend to start thinking that it can actually affect your being. What can your spouse do to you? That is the time that your spouse should encourage you. It shouldn't be that that's the time your spouse should be saying things that are negative at the time that you need your spouse the most. So if your spouse is listening to me right now and you are experiencing that in your home, this is not the time to shout at her, or this is not the time to shout at him. No, this is the time to join, so that the person can bring himself out. You even see the colors. There's always colors inside of you, beautiful colors. That when God created, He said you are beautifully and wonderfully made. So there is something beautiful inside of you. So you shouldn't allow depression to set into your life, or even if it has, there's still a way to come out of it. So you don't have to go in. Some people even have. I was watching a movie and the lady actually died because of this depression. This is not the time for you to discourage yourself, spoil each other's mood and make each other sad. No, brighten each other's day. Go out. You can just go to vacation. You don't need a vacation. Just go. Just talk. Make each other happy. If there's something that the person needs, just to encourage them. This is not the time to dampen their mood, make them feel less of themselves, but this is the time to help them. So you have to help each other. If one is down, it's time for you to lift that person up, and if the other one, it's time for you to lift the other person up. So number 4, some people have suicide attempts. If you're already having that series of suicide attempts, it's time for you to speak to somebody. don't keep it inside you. No, don't keep it inside of you. You have to go to God. It's very important. Me, I would say go to God. Some people like, why you always God? Yes, it is God. God created me, so I believe He has my solution. I don't believe as in, not like doctors are not real. Doctors are real, but before I will take my case to doctor, I will take it to my God, because I believe my God is able to protect and to preserve me, and I believe He knows my body parts. He knows what He wants. So if you're already having suicidal thoughts, this is not the time for you to have suicidal thoughts. This is the time for you to go to God and ask Him to, help you, and to draw people, especially when you are even suicidal. Most people, they keep to themselves, they leave the other party. This is not the time for you to leave the other party. This is the time for you to go out with friends, speak to them, cry out loud, speak the things that are within you, especially when you are hearing things. And this is the time for you to make somebody your friend. And if you feel social medias that you can just chat around, you can even drop a comment. Maybe we have a new friend. Well, anyway, that is it. But if you are having that kind of thought, it's time for you to go back to your God, or you can see a doctor or a therapist. But what is most important is try and talk to somebody that is near to you, your friend. Just say it out, even if it's just one single thought that it came once. Don't take it for granted. Speak to somebody immediately and let them act on it. The Lord bless you. Number 5, insecurity. A lot of us, face all of that. Some are even scared, because there were times, even me, I've gone through some sort of insecurity sometimes, But this is the time for you have to open up. No matter what it is that is bothering you, you have to open up to anyone that is around, especially your spouse. So far is closer to you, or she's closer to you, and you can hinge it on God. It's very necessary, because people that do go through insecurity are people that are having some kind of fear. Maybe something has happened before and they feel maybe it will repeat itself again, or maybe you're having series of attacks from people and you don't feel safe anymore. You have to watch out on that before it grabs on your mind and start affecting your home. So all right, that will be it for today. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day. I really love you guys. Thank you for always waiting for the episode to drop. Thank you so much.